I do this at the beginning of every year. We sit down and we talk about what are our goals. So we have financial goals, and then we have other fun goals like, hey, where do we want to go on a trip? What do you start?
You start every year out like that.
We start in December, and then we finalize in January. So it's kind of fun to talk about in December, but by January we kind of come up with a list. So now, let's say that I have a really big financial goal. Then the next thing that we do is we talk about, okay, what price are we going to have to pay to hit that goal, right?
Yeah, because it's never free.
So say I'll do a specific example. So I am writing this leadership book, right? Which is turning out to be pretty incredible, but it's been 3 years in the making.
Probably longer if we talk about all the stuff before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the goals is to finish that book. Now, do you write a book? Like, do I have the time to write a book every day of the week? Like, no. And so to finish that book, I'm going to have to work some weekends. I'm going to have to work some nights. For a while there, I was getting up at 3 and working on it in the morning, right? So now, if I'm talking to my significant other about this, and I'm like, so to finish this, I'm going to have to make some sacrifices, and we agree to those sacrifices, it completely avoids the passive aggressive, you work too hard, all that, because we decided to do it together.
Well, and there's no blind side when the extra work is required.
Right.
That's probably one of the biggest thing is that when the extra work's happening, the other person doesn't know it's coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's huge.
So let's say you're in the car business and you sit down with your wife at the beginning of January, like, okay, well, what do we made this last year. What do we want to make this year? Well, they're changing my pay plan. And so for me to make the same amount of money, I'm going to have to increase profits by 25%. We already know that I'm stressed where I'm at. So I would need some things to change at home in order for me. Well, what would those things be? Well, you can't make me feel bad about working late because it tears me up. Now all of a sudden the approach is like, no, I really do care about how you feel, but I'm doing this for us. It's not that I want to do it, right? It changes the perspective and gets everybody on the same team.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So there was a phrase that I wrote down about that that you've told me before is that you have to be a power couple.
Yeah. You have to look at yourself as a power. Like the outcome of this union is that we're both better. We produce more, we do more as an outcome of the way we treat each other, the way we communicate, and the way we function.
Right.
Not leaving it to chance, right? And so now every one of those goals, you have to, like, let's say you have a goal that you want to take a trip. Well, okay, that trip is going to cost this much. Now, how are we going to come up with that?
Yeah.
And so there really aren't any surprises at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we formalize it, and then we look at it all the time. Like sometimes I put it on my mirror where I shave every day. I shave this little part right above my...
I was going to say, you probably don't change blades very often.
No, a blade will last me a long time.
Yeah. Lasts me a long time, too.
Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.